Hi, everybody. It's good to be here. I'm going to talk to you today about a super popular topic, one that is extremely popular in January because people are coming off of the holidays and they've just had so many yucky foods that they shouldn't be eating. And so they're always looking for the quick fix and for the fastest way to be able to detox their body. I get asked that question so often. It's always, Debbie, could you just give me what the very best detox is? And can you tell me, what a couple 3-day detox would be, or a great way for me to just get rid of all these toxins that I have built up from the holidays? And I want to talk to you about what I personally feel like is the best detox that you can do, and that is fasting. It is the most effective detox that you can do, and I feel like it is truly like the most natural form of detoxification. It's quite literally in the Bible. We were instructed on how to do it in the Bible, so it's kind of stood the test of time versus some of these books and powders and all these different scenarios that you can do to be able to detox. So I want to talk to you first a little bit about autophagy, and I have a great article that came from Mind Body Green, and Mind Body Green is one of the current certifications that I'm going through to become a functional medicine nutrition coach. And it's all about functional medicine, and I'm learning from functional medicine doctors. Mind Body Green is excellent for that. So this is the source of this particular article. And I have been personally, myself, I've been fasting for years. I do intermittent fasting, but then I usually have a day where I do a dinner to dinner fast, typically once a week, just for this very reason, for autophagy and for my immune system to be able to reset my immune system. So autophagy is basically the body's way of clearing out old damaged cells. There's an article that I'm going to read, maybe 3 pages worth for you guys. This is great information. Again, the source is Mind Body Green. I would hang in and I would listen to this. What I'm doing right now is recording my podcast for next week, but I always like to do a Facebook Live while I do it. So if you don't have time to listen to this topic, but really have an interest in detoxification and really have an interest in fasting, then check it out on Tuesday, because I will post it as a podcast on Tuesday. And you'll be able to find that on integritytrainingsystems.com, but also on all the social media platforms that I have under Debbie Portel Morris or Integrity Training Systems. So autophagy, what is it? It is your body's way of clearing out old damaged cells and proteins to make room for new healthy ones. In other words, autophagy is the ultimate natural body cleanse. So basically fasting. The process has been connected with weight loss, better insulin control, and even reduced risks of conditions like heart disease and cancer. It's basically associated to the reduction of inflammation because your body is no longer holding on to toxic waste. So this next page is the most informative page. I'm really hoping that you guys get a lot out of this. As you age, and as a normal response to just going through life, proteins and organelles in your body get damaged or die. If they are not cleared out, these damaged particles accumulate in your cells and jam things up. When this happens, your cells cannot divide and function normally. This can cause cell death. We definitely want to avoid cellular death because cellular death is what ages us. And age-related diseases contribute to poor tissue and organ function, or can even become cancerous. Enter the process called autophagy. During autophagy, the body marks damaged parts of cells, unused proteins, and other junk in the body for removal and clears them out. This is the form of cellular cleansing and really the true meaning of a detox. Autophagy also helps to deliver nutrients to cells that need them. Again, autophagy being fasting. Autophagy can dictate not only how well we live, but autophagy comes through fasting. Fasting would promote autophagy to happen. Autophagy can dictate not only how well we live, but perhaps how long we live. It is a key physiological mechanism that has been conserved throughout the evolution for a distinct purpose of allowing the human species to thrive. not to just live, but to thrive. But when the autophagic mechanisms are overwhelmed or dysfunctional cells are unable to perform optimally, then disease can occur, as well as more rapid aging. So cellular death is what is going to cause disease. And so what we're ultimately doing is trying to pause and not allow that cellular death, and almost going in and cleaning house when we're fasting and promoting this autophagy. Autophagy is absolutely essential for healthy functioning cells, and it's never kicked on to its full potential. And if it is never kicked on to its full potential, you can get sick because you'll just basically have that cellular death that I spoke of. One of the most notable ways these dead proteins accumulate is seen in Alzheimer's disease. Because they are never cleared from the body, dead proteins travel to the brain and get stuck there, causing the characteristic plaques associated with the disease. Think of it this way. Autophagy is like the robot vacuum you have in your house. When things get messy, it kicks on, cleaning up debris and unwanted junk, leaving you with a nice clean slate and preventing a buildup that can lead to a bigger mess down the road. I really like that paragraph, because what I typically tell people is, if you've had a weekend of just debauchery where you've just ate terrible things and drank terrible things, I always tell people that very next day on Monday, you should fast. Because of this, because of everything that paragraph just said. It gives you a clean slate. It takes you from one pattern all the way over here to another pattern, and the slate in between is just clean. It can really help with cravings. It can really help with the desire for wanting more bad food for the rest of the week. But also what it really helps is just to improve your health. So health benefits of autophagy: having a clean body and properly functioning cellular pathways is the foundation of health. That's why autophagy has such far-reaching benefits. One of those is healthy aging. We all get older, but have you noticed that some people tend to age faster than others in terms of appearance and overall health? That's because cellular aging occurs as a result of the accumulation of damaged proteins and organelles that interfere with the body's normal function and repair. And some people have more of those damaged proteins and do less to clear them. And others do more to clear them. So that's why they end up aging better. That's why fasting can be so highly effective. That's also why managing the types of ingredients that you're taking in and just watching what type of poison you're bringing into your body is important as well. Second benefit of autophagy is weight management. When it comes to weight loss, intermittent fasting is a tactic that almost always works when everything else has failed. That's because obesity and related metabolic disorders like insulin resistance and diabetes are related to a lack of autophagy. On the other hand, as research reviews suggest, stimulating autophagy may help to clear up damaged proteins to reduce weight and weight-related complications. So having a dinner-to-dinner fast once a week can be highly effective for your immune system, but it can be highly effective for your metabolism. And what's funny is, years and years ago, from working at Powerhouse Gym, bodybuilders would tell you the opposite. They would say, oh my gosh, if you fast, you're going to burn all your muscle. You're going to waste away. It's the most terrible thing that you can do. But it's not. And I remember fasting years and years ago when all of these people said it was just this terrible thing to do. And now a lot of those people are doing it. Lowered inflammation is another benefit. Autophagy helps to shut off inflammation by controlling the actions of several types of inflammatory cells, including macrophages, neutrophils, lymphocytes, and cytokines, as cited by the research of clinical and transitional medicine. Because autophagy is powerful as a powerful anti-inflammatory stimulating autophagy may help to reduce the severity of several inflammation-related conditions like Crohn's disease, cystic fibrosis, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and really anything that just very specifically relates to inflammation. Autophagy also helps to balance insulin levels, which will also decrease inflammation and has had positive effects on gut health. Also understanding that gut health, if you have bad gut health, you have a bad metabolism. If you have bad gut health, you have a bad immune system. If you have an issue with your gut, starve it out. Do some fasting. Do an elimination diet. That's a form of fasting because you're fasting different foods. But start with fasting. You really will see a change. Better brain health is another example of the benefits of autophagy. It's notable that most neurodegenerative disorders such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease are associated with the accumulation of misfolded proteins and pathologic proteins. So impaired autophagy may contribute to these diseases, but the exact mechanism by which is not completely understood. The process may also provide protection against other neurodegenerative diseases such as Huntington's disease, ALS. As cited review in the Journal of Neurobiology of Aging, the same research further suggests that because autophagy helps to clear out damaged proteins that can accumulate in the brain, which ultimately can contribute to brain aging and brain inflammation. So autophagy on a regular basis can help to clear that out and reduce the risk for those types of diseases. Reduce the risk of heart disease. Defects in autophagy have been connected to heart disease. So basically, people that don't have enough autophagy are linked to more heart disease. So they're overeating, over-consuming instead of fasting. Heart attacks and the hardening of arteries. Stimulating autophagy can help to clear out damaged heart cells, keeping your heart healthy and protecting against heart disease. Better blood sugar control. This is often the reason why I start to have people fast, because they come in so insulin resistant or so sugar sensitive. Autophagy is essential for proper functioning of your beta cells, the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. Some research, including the study of in the Journal of Cellular and Molecular Medicine that looked at both human and rat insulin producing cells, connects the development of type 2 diabetes to hampered autophagy. On the other hand, stimulating autophagy may keep beta cells healthy and improve insulin sensitivity and insulin signaling. Autophagy can also make your metabolism more flexible, according to the resilience and stress expert Eva Schlab. That means that you can switch from burning glucose or sugar for energy to burning fat more easily because of fasting or because of autophagy. The longer the fasting period, the more the body will eventually revert to lipolysis, or the breakdown of fat or fatty acids to use for fuel. She previously we'll ignore that part, but understanding that you can get into a more fat adapted state. So if you're thinking about doing a ketogenic diet or you're thinking about doing a carnivore diet, it is super effective to couple it with fasting. It can just be so impactful. The role of autophagy in cancer is a little controversial. In the early stages of cancer, autophagy can prevent tumor growth and prevent cancer from spreading. And if tumors are in the late stage, autophagy may actually contribute to their growth. In other words, autophagy can help stop cancer before it starts. But if you have cancer, stick to the recommendations from your doctor. So how do you induce autophagy? Fasting. And when you're fasting, you have to understand that if you are taking in calories, you're not fasting. So drinking a bulletproof coffee is not a form of fasting. Okay, because once you have those calories, you're no longer fasting. So when you're drinking water and you're taking in small doses of sea salt, you're fasting. When you're taking in black coffee with nothing in it, you're fasting. So if you want to do intermittent fasting and you're trying to promote autophagy because you're trying to get your body to detox and to get better cellular health, you cannot take in calories because you're disrupting the fast. If you're not comfortable with doing a dinner to dinner fast, then start by fasting as long as you can. So eat dinner at 6 and fast until 8 a.m. Then the next week, eat dinner at 6 and fast until 9 a.m. I try to fast until at least 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock every day. So I'll fast until 11 a couple days a week, I'll fast until 12 a couple days a week, and I'll fast until 1 a couple days a week. And then I usually try to fast until 4 or 6 1 day a week. So that's my long-term fast. And I have found that it was the saving grace for my autoimmune disease. It truly has helped me so much to heal. So one of the most important things I want you to take away from this is that fasting can save your life. It can change things. It is dramatic, the difference that it can make. It brings vitality in a way that no other treatment can. Even the treatments that all the money in the world can buy, fasting is still more impactful. It benefits you at a cellular level. So even stem cell treatments, even pills that you take like glutathione, none of it can beat fasting. So coupling those with fasting certainly can make it more effective. And again, as I said before, coupling fasting with a low-carb diet, with a ketogenic diet, with a carnivore diet is highly effective, because the fasting helps to put you in a more fat-adapted state to where the body is more likely to use fat for energy. It's not constantly relying upon energy or insulin for energy. So it puts you in a state of ketosis, and it helps you to remain in that state of ketosis more effectively. Clean eating, period, is the best detox. Get off the poison, remove the poisonous ingredients from your world. Understand that eating things like soybean oil, peanut oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, cottonseed oil, these are damaging pro-inflammatory fats. That's going to cause disease. Removing things like aspartame, sucralose, erythritol, dextrose, maltodextrin. These are chemicals. They're corn-based sweeteners. They're sugar alcohols. These are going to build up in your system, and they will ultimately cause disease. Get those out of your diet. Fast them. Remove them. Detox your body from them. It will change your health if you remove those things. Another way is to do an elimination diet. Fast for a portion of your day, but eliminate some significant items that are high histamine producers or inflammatory foods. So you can eliminate things like corn, grains like gluten. You could eliminate dairy. You could eliminate soy. You could eliminate peanuts. You could eliminate pork, shellfish. These are all high histamine producing foods. So if you don't want to do a 24-hour fast, start fasting some of those foods and see how well you feel. That's not going to promote autophagy, but it will promote a less inflamed body, and it will also promote a less histamatic body. But at the end of the day, the very best way to improve your health, to starve bacteria, to starve yeast, to starve fungus, to starve parasites, to switch your gut around, to eliminate or decrease significantly issues with inflammation, is fasting. Start slow if you need to, but for goodness sakes, just start. Fasting can change your life. It has changed mine. Look up Dr. Jason Fung. He's amazing when it comes to fasting. And again, the article that I read you was from Mind Body Green. That is a functional medicine nutrition coach certification that I'm currently going through. It'll probably take me all of this year to do it. Well, actually, I might have it done by summer because it'll take me a year, but I have it done by summer. But I'm learning from functional medicine doctors. One of those doctors is Dr. Mark Hyman. That's one of my instructors. I'm learning from Dr. Pedro, who wrote Happy Gut. That's an amazing book for gut health. But please, if you haven't tried fasting, do some research on it. If you want some help, call me, schedule an appointment with me. I can guide you through fasting. It is hyper effective. Do more homework on autophagy. It is life altering. It truly can change things for you. If you have questions about what we do, or you'd like to get more information on a 6-month nutrition program with us here at Integrity Training Systems, you can take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com, or for more information on a free personal fitness assessment with one of our personal trainers, just to analyze and see where you are structurally, to teach you about your imbalances, to teach you some flexibility improvements. It is free of charge. You can give us a call at 636-299-2208. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you all.